Hey there. I think I made a couple of videos since I've been to the dentist, and some folks, if you look at things every day or look at my channel often, you might be wondering what happened here. So I want to talk about this gap right here in my teeth. Because I can't say Christmas, but anyway, uh, so. A number of years ago, I think it's in 2000, I was supporting a limited user test out at the missile range, and I bit into an apple, and not my front tooth, but the tooth next to it. It broke off in the apple. I mean, it broke off clean at the gum. It didn't hurt. I didn't have any pain. It was during COVID, and so we had masks that we had to wear, and so people couldn't really tell that I was missing a tooth. I stayed at the range. I think I was during that trip maybe there 2 or 3 weeks. I don't remember, but I stayed out there. When I got home, I went to the dentist, and they took care of it. And what they did, they put a bridge, and so the anchor teeth were on either side, which made that front tooth an anchor for the bridge, and then this tooth right here, it's an anchor for a bridge, and it bridged that gap. Well, uh, the front tooth, apparently, I went to the dentist, our regular 6 month checkup, a couple of weeks ago, a few weeks ago, and there was what they called a fistula on my gum inside there, and they asked me about it, and I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'd felt something with my tongue up there, but I hadn't looked at it or anything. And apparently that was a indication of infection in the root area, and so they referred me to an endodontist, which is some other kind of tooth doctor. And I went to him, and he did some kind of X-ray kind of thing. I don't know what it was, but he looked at it, and they decided that uh, front tooth, the root was cracked, and it had gotten infected. And I wasn't in any pain, and the I guess infection was what would form that fistula thing. And so they decided that I needed to get that taken care of. They were pretty excited about it. And so I did, and wound up going to see an oral surgeon who took that root out and cleaned all that up. And then right next to that tooth, the tooth that I lost in 2000, uh, there wasn't enough. My jawbone, I guess, the underneath the gum line was not thick enough to accept a post for a implant, and so that's the plan, is to install two implants there. There was a couple of different options. I could go with a like a temporary, well, I shouldn't say a temporary, like a partial denture that would just come in and out, and I would have that the rest of my life. That'd be option one. Another option could be uh, if they could build that bone up, I could get two implants, and then they'll put a post in the bone, and then mount like a crown on that post, and it'd look like a regular tooth. And then the third option would be if they couldn't do that, they may have to go and do like I don't know. He said canine to canine bridge, where they take all these teeth out, don't put anything in there, and then a bridge where it's anchor face fake tooth, and then there's no teeth right in here, and then another anchor over here. I mean, there's no real teeth, but there's fake teeth. And so those are three options. I chose to go with the implants, and I went to the oral surgeon, and he like I said, he pulled that tooth out, and then he stuck some cadaver bone in there, and then he took a little bit of gum tissue from back where my molars are, and covered that up. And so right now it's healing up, and that cadaver bone is grafting onto my regular bone. You think about it, it's sort of the way Gentiles being grafted into uh, you know God's family, but uh, similar type thing. You graft in, you won't be able to tell a difference. Uh, So that's there. We're waiting about 3.5 more months, and then the oral surgeon will install these little anchors for the post that will go in for a crown, and then so that anchor will have to set for about 3 or 4 months, and then they'll come in and put the crown in. So I'll be like this. They're working on a temporary, which is just a little. Some people call it a flapper, but it's a temporary denture that will go in, and I guess I take it out on a routine basis. They had one made. It didn't fit when they went to put it in, and so they're making another one. So right now I'm sort of toothless and a big gap because it's 2 teeth, and I have trouble talking a little bit, but it's somewhat temporary, and then I'll have this little thing to put in there, and so you can't tell. But I just thought I'd explain what's going on with my teeth. Uh, because I guess Rochelle said the other day that as we get older, she and I are getting old together, which was the plan 30 something years ago. Uh, that we are now in our maintenance phase, and so uh, I guess we need to go see doctors more often. But anyway, just wanted to update you on what's going on here. Thanks for joining.